Hey, greetings and welcome to another Alpha Magnus review. Dun, 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 dun. So let's get this Xbox remote out of the way. Today we've got this monster of a toy. So I got the Legacy Evolution Nova Prime. Honestly, thought I had canceled this, and this showed up, and I'm like, well, I guess I own that now, because it's Hasbro Pulse. I believe. No, this one was actually a Big Bad Toy Store. Could have returned it, I guess. Real boring. In here, first off, this when I got this was backwards, and there's nothing on this side. So I thought maybe I had been hornswoggled. I thought maybe this folded up and did something. No. This is the worst packaging I've ever seen in a Transformer. First off, it's huge. Gigantic. Serves no purpose. You can't see the figure. I think this wasn't maybe an Amazon exclusive, so that might explain some of that. But man, this is terrible. I also lost the instructions within 2 seconds. So I had to kind of figure this one out myself, because he's a little bit different than the other versions. To which we have this. Let's zoom her down here. A little bit of a zoom in. And so first off, this is like a fan mode that I did for... not a fan of this entire part. I do hope to get the upgrade kit for this. Because this part is kind of a letdown. So this is the standard out the box Nova Prime. If you ever saw the original, I think it was IDW Nova Prime, he looked really awesome. And it just looked like this giant truck. I think it was Timelines. They did a version of this from, like, it's been a while. That one wasn't bad, but the robot mode sucked on that one. So it's like you get one or the other with these Nova Primes. But I'm going to go through and show you some instructions here. Because he's probably going to live in in robot mode his entire life. So let's get him into that. But I just wanted to show that. This is also weird. The extra shoulder pieces go in here. And they kind of just sit in there. They're not even like clipped in or anything. I won't say it's a disappointment, because once I did kind of get this guy going, I was like, okay, the alt mode is really cool. But the alt mode is not really cool. The robot mode is really cool. So you pop him out. Oh, do that. This part pops off. Spin her around. Pop this piece out. And this is, I guess, Nova. Not to be confused with Nova Prime. And you pop these out. There you go. You can have him hold these goofy guns, which no one likes. Nobody likes these guns. Pop that in there. That is the Nova figure. This is a remold, different than it was before. You still have his huge badunkadunk. Kind of annoying. I think you might be able to, yeah. If you slide that out, you can do that, make it a backpack instead. That's at least somewhat more tolerable. You can't even give, like, the way they have this, you can't even give him, like, a backpack, like, try to make this somewhat salvageable. I don't know. It's terrible. This piece, this piece is something that's existed on every version of the figure. So let's pop that out. Slide that back down. I also think you're supposed to have this flipped around for the regular version, but I think that looks dumb. So we're going to pop that there. There is a DNA upgrade kit for this that I don't have money for right now, but I would like to get, so hopefully one of these days I'll be able to do that. We do have his weird little feet here, which they do come with this, which I'm not sure if this was a leftover from previous figure or not, but it makes it so that he stands up a little bit better. Don't really even think that's necessary. He plugs in here pretty good. This side. The previous one, the Ultra Magnus, had this part that folded out. This one does not. And I do have on my Ultra Magnus copy of this some leg extenders, which I think are almost a necessity at this point. This piece is a little weird because you got to do a bunch of flipping and flopping here to get this where it needs to be. Unplug this piece of palm plastic. Let's see, let's flip that up, flip that over, and then flip that back down. This comes out, showing his mug. Get out. And these are the only wings that you get, which is kind of a disappointment, but as I said, this part clips on here. The DNA upgrade kit kind of fixes that, but man, is it not cheap. Alright. And here comes the next part that I have a problem with. Alright. Okay, that slides in. This comes down and slides in. Alright. We figured it out. So, let me move this up a little bit. The DNA kit also fixes this empty space. There's a lot that works. You get better hands. There's quite a bit that it does. So it's a little more worth it in my opinion than some of their other kits kind of are dumb. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't know why they I mean, that's a company that's got to make money, but man, they got like a red version for the Optimus, and it doesn't really make sense. It gives him these guns. This slides in. These are specific to each side. So he has nice little punchy hands. Blasters. And you're still stuck with these two terrible guns that literally no one wants. So let's see if we can stick them somewhere. I think I had these because they don't fit here. Like, everything about this is just counterintuitive on that. I think I was sticking them there. And that works. But I do plan on grabbing that DNA upgrade kit because it does do a lot better. Because this looks terrible too. And I don't pick up every DNA kit, the DNA design. But this one, I feel, to get a proper Nova Prime, I feel like I should get that. I'll figure it out. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment. Till next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. That's a toy.